Okay, Sylvia, let's assess the situation here. You're like a Jungle Cruise cat. Okay, we're assessing the situation here. So first thing we're assessing here is the unibody frame. Okay, which is a big bummer for my vision here, because bummer equals money. Okay, so unfortunately, due to a front-wheel drive car, which can be converted to an all-wheel drive based on almost all bolt-on parts, thank God, through Mitsubishi Endeavor and Evolutions. Option 1, all-wheel drive, but the cooler option here okay, we pull the motherfucking engine. Pull Mr. Happy, 3.8 liter, which could easily be boosted to 1,000, but we pulled the 3.8 liter. We pull the battery. We put the battery in the back seat because the back seat is worthless. You can only get like a 5-year-old in there. It's so small. We mold up a plate from the back seat that can hold a battery. It has a little battery mount. We don't need that shit. Maybe even some amplifier mounts, like recessed mounts. Ooh, I said incest. Ooh, hope my father's not working on that angle again. Okay, so battery in the back seat. Battery in the back seat. Okay, pull the engine. We're gonna have to build a LS motor mount for here. Bolt on here and bolt on there. Okay, so we got a bolt on down there to motor mounts for a rear-wheel drive car. Okay, here is the side-mounted motor mount. You can't see with this camera very well. Down there. And there's probably one back there, obviously, because it's sideways. Like the movie Sideways, right? With LOL. Okay, with Mr. Wings. And, okay. Without going full subframe, welding up a full subframe, because the unibody. LS. Bolt in a motor mount there, or weld, but probably bolt in. Bolt in a motor mount there. Okay. We can retain the unibody shit. Okay, we pull out the, I don't know what you call it, the fender lining in here. We don't need that. Pull out the fender lining. And, okay, so boom, we melt like an LS3 or LS7 or something in there. Okay, cut a drive shaft, that's simple. Bolt up, I think it's an Endeavor or Evo rear subframe with a diff. Boom, that'll all bolt in on the rear end. And, okay, but even cooler, we scan this front clip. We scan this entire front clip. Okay, scan the entire motherfucking front clip in 3D data. And we do a reverse negative mold. Print out a reverse negative mold of the entire front clip instead of panels. And spit out and mold up a fiberglass or carbon fiber entire front clip that is a tilt front end, like the old days, like the old Alston chassis with the tilt front ends. Boom, the entire front clip opens like that, kind of like a, I think it's a C4 Corvette. Entire front clip. Okay, boom. Nice and easy to work on. And then we scan, oh, and then we do the wheel flares. Do the wheel flares, all part of the entire front clip. So the entire front clip has 3-inch wheel flares. And then what we do, we scan the rear clip. We scan the rear clip, and we do a one piece. This is metal. It's metal, but who cares? And we do the flares in the entire one piece rear clip. Okay, getting rid of all the cheesy bracketry and shit. They can be strengthened, but whatever. So one piece. Now, start from here. And then little metal cutting. Little metal cutting. Boom. This piece flared, one piece. This piece joined together as one piece. This one piece. Have our flares. And boom. It's nice and strong as one piece and it's flared. Spew that out, mold it in fiberglass or carbon fiber. Bolt it on. Rear wheel drive. Bolt up diff from an Endeavor Evo. Drive shaft. And boom. Okay, I think that would be fucking wicked. With a tilt front end. And then a 4 or 6 point roll cage. Strengthen the frame so it doesn't have that rigidness, or so it has the rigidness. You know, in case we're shooting out 1,000 horsepower with slicks and it's grabbing. I don't want to tweak that frame, but a 6 point cage would strengthen the shit out of it. So on the unibody. And that's my vision here. Now all we need, ooh, like the bat wings. Okay, so that means I'm a superhero right now. So that's my vision. So start donating. Get me a shop. Get me a hydraulic lift. Get me some welding equipment, even though I've never welded. So that's, you know, I don't know how to fucking weld. That sucks. But I don't think there's too much welding. Probably just the cage. Maybe the motor mounts, but I think you could probably bolt those in to the subframe or to the unibody. And that's my vision here. And then we'll do like super eclipse. Super eclipse, right? Okay, so this is my little passion, unfunded passion thoughts here. Unfunded eclipse passion thoughts. But you know, I got nothing to do. And I think that'd be a wicked little project here. Rear wheel drive LS. Drag ready. You could do all wheel drive conversion and handle way better than a drag car, but which it is a street car, but you know, there's something to be said about that bitch big block sound. No, you know, good old American muscle and this little awesome little rice burner. And yeah, you could make this a wicked 3.8 Mavic all-wheel drive, 1,000 horsepower, handle like a motherfucker car. But I think you'd make a real cool message or statement here, getting that LS in there with one-piece tilt front end, right? One piece. I think that'd be fucking wicked. And the question is, what would that cost to do? Okay, well, it'd be pretty fucking expensive, but that'd be wicked. All right, so this is what happens when you love cars and you love to do cool shit. Of course, if they're gonna try to castrate my passion, man. Okay, so also we can compensate because the body kit is adding about 1.5 inches down, so we're getting a lot of spacing here. So even if I go airlift suspension, we got a big gap. Well, we can lower it while driving it, so we can lower this several inches while driving and then lift it on airlifts going through parking lots and shit. But if you do wheel flares, you're coming out 3 inches. You're coming out 3 inches, and you could flare it down to sort of cover up that gap. Now the question is, we have about 4 to 5 inch clearance here. We'll ignore the JoJo's intentional fuck up there for now, and we'll focus on the back part here. right? So you could leave it at 5 inches for streetability, have the wheel flares cover that gap. So that'd be cool, right? You could sort of hide that gap with the wheel flares, the flaring. But I don't know if you'd want to do that, because if you have airless suspension, you can lower it or raise it when you want by just dialing in the PSI. Big question there is, how does it handle with airbags instead of coils? I don't know, there's some debate that the double airbags actually seem to be better. And so that's my random racing thoughts. I get it, racing thoughts on Christmas before I start climbing down chimneys in my Armani Santa suit to meet some chicks in their Snuggies, in their Puma Snuggies. And that's it. So I'm just analyzing, dude. I'm analyzing, but honestly, the analyzing can't go anywhere without the moolah. Without the moolah, dude. Okay, so that's it. So I have nothing to do. But I think that'd be pretty fucking cool. Okay. And that's it. So maybe let's go smoke a joint and let it marinate.